What's up, everybody? Goaters55 here. Tonight on ESPN and on NFL Network, they will be showing coverage of the NFL Draft, showing that we are getting very close to that special time of year, September, when the NFL regular season starts up. And I haven't been studying the draft, and I haven't seen really any mock drafts involving when they talked about the Titans and who they're going to get. So I don't know who we're going to get. I'm expecting a defensive choice. That's my prediction. But then again, we could be going for a big offensive lineman from college ball. So I don't know. I'm expecting we're either going to go for an offensive lineman or we're going to go for some big defensive man. And with a 10 pick in the NFL draft, in the first round, we are the number 10 pick overall. We cannot blow it. This is, out of the past, I don't know, I'll say 7 or 8 years, this is the third lowest draft opportunity the Titans have had. Back in the 2006 NFL Draft, number 3 overall pick, we got VY. We saw how that worked out, heavily influenced by the owner, Bud Adams. I heard some rumors that Jeff Fisher was going to try and get Jay Cutler to stay in Nashville with the Titans. But he's with the Bears now, and he whipped our ass last season. So Jeff Fisher, when he was our coach, had a better idea than our own owner, Bud Adams, had. So, and then in 2011, with the number 8 overall draft pick, we picked Jake Locker. I think it was a good pick. I was very excited. Of course, everybody talks about how he didn't have the accuracy and that he throws his body out too much. But, Steve McNair did the same thing. About accuracy, McNair had better accuracy. But Jake Locker, he keeps getting better. And like I said, Hasselbeck was the best shot at getting him to an elite quarterback with all the accomplishments Hasselbeck has had in his life. So I was mad that we never got contract negotiations working with him, and now he's with the Colts. Putting that long story to a short story, excuse me. But anyway, and back to the NFL Draft. Proud that we got Jake Locker, but we saw, back in 2006 when we got that number 3 overall draft pick, it seemed good to me at first. Of course, Vince Young, he got Rookie of the Year that first year when we went 8-8. Looked like he was going to do big things, and he had an emotional breakdown many times. I remember the one that laid his career with the Titans to rest really was the Redskins game. I remember I was at that game. I sat up pretty high, the bottom section of the top level. I sat up pretty high. I was there with my whole family, and we were there. And it went into overtime, and we lost it in overtime. And I remember beginning of the game, Vince Young had a really good drive going. Titans were doing good, and I think Vince Young threw a pick. And if we would have kept that drive going, that game would have never went into overtime. But that was early in the game, so we had time to make up for it. No worries. I remember Mike Mariani had a good punt return for a touchdown. Very exciting game. Went to overtime. We lost it. Redskins kicked the field goal and won it. And then by the time we're out of there, we turn on the radio and we hear Vince Young throws his shoulder pads into the stands, and then I think I see it on ESPN. I think there was a video of him throwing it into the stands or something like that. And just emotional breakdown. And then I think he stormed out of LP Field without staying for the post-locker room meeting. Just something you shouldn't do. I mean, you're a role model for kids. I just don't get it. I mean, you had the perfect setup with the Titans. I don't get it, but I never will. But he's currently trying to make an NFL comeback, so good luck with that. But moving on from that, just don't blow it. We didn't blow it with Jake Locker. I think we made a good decision. Back in 2011, we had the number 8 overall draft pick, and now here in 2013 NFL Draft, we got the number 10 overall draft pick. I just voted on a fan poll here on Titans Online. What position should the Titans target in the first round of the NFL Draft? Insurmountable 47% picked offensive line, and the rest is like 3% wide receiver and all this stuff. 26% cornerback and 18% defensive line. So the main points is the offensive line and the defense on the fans and what we want to see getting picked. If you are a smart fan and you saw what happened last season. But some advice worth reading on Twitter Keith Bulluck, of course, the greatest linebacker we have had, Mr. Monday Night, Keith Bulluck, the greatest linebacker the Titans have ever had, I would say. Advice: Keith Bulluck says, "Don't blow an opportunity of a lifetime." And it was okay. It said to the NFL draft picks, "Don't blow an opportunity of a lifetime, and do not blow an opportunity of a lifetime." So, Keith Bulluck with some advice worth reading right there. That is advice worth reading. He said to the draft picks, "Do not blow an opportunity of a lifetime." And we all know Keith Bulluck didn't. He had a very successful, about 10 or 11 years career in the NFL, mostly with the Titans. But what are we gonna do? I don't know. I hope we pick up either offensive line. If not, then I hope we pick up somebody strong on defense that can get to the quarterbacks and crush them. That's what I want to see. We'll find out. I'm going to be watching the NFL draft. I'm going to sit through all those boring. And, the first 3 picks, those are entertaining. But after that, it gets boring until your team comes on. So, I'm going to be watching as much as I can take. I'm definitely going to see the Titans pick. And you'll probably see a little reaction about it after the NFL draft goes off air tonight. So, Gilders 55 out. Titans, make a smart decision tonight. It's a big night. It really helps, obviously, to determine a future for this franchise. So let's see what we can do, Titans.